Hi everyone, especially hi to the kids. Did you know I used to be a physiotherapist and I used to work in a hospital caring for people that had injuries? And when I went to college to learn to be a physiotherapist, I had to learn every bone in the body. Do you know what the bones in the fingers are called? They're called metacarpals. And do you know the bone that's in the top part of your arm, what it's called? It's called the humerus. And I had to learn all the muscles in the body and where they attached. Do you know this muscle? Oh, look at that. That's the biceps. And underneath there, that flab, that's the triceps. And it straightens your arm. Do you know what your bottom muscle's called? It's called your gluteus maximus. And for some of us, it's more maximus than others. We call it the glutes. Every part of the body is amazing. And when I was studying to be a physiotherapist, I thought, wow, God is amazing the way he's made our bodies. I broke my elbow and I had to have it wired up. It's got a scar there. They had to put wire and it was really difficult to carry things. If you break this bone here, it's called the collarbone or the clavicle. It's hard to carry heavy things because everything is needed to make the body work well. When I was in Cooper Pedy, I wasn't able to see one day. It wasn't really obvious, but if I put my hands there, I could only look down and see this hand and I couldn't see this one. The doctor said, you better get on that plane, the next plane to Adelaide, get to Adelaide Hospital by this afternoon. This is an emergency and you could lose some of your sight. It'd be terrible not to be able to see, wouldn't it? Why don't you have a try getting from your bedroom to the bathroom with your eyes closed, but make sure someone's watching you. I don't want you to hit into a chair or worse, fall over the balcony. So make sure your family are watching you do that. The church is described as a body. Now, what does that mean? Well, Jono's going to help us understand that in the sermon. Why don't you draw a body and then think about which people might go with which parts of the body. So, for example, Jess the Brava's a really good singer, so maybe you'd put her near the mouth. And Richard Maitland and his team help keep the church tidy. Maybe you'd put him on the biceps. And you know, last term, Ken and Roe Kitchen helped me deliver all those kids' activity packs. So maybe you'd put them on the feet and the hands and the mouth, because they'd always say, hello, how you going? Where would you put yourself, I wonder? So here's the family question. Do you value your church family? That means, do you think your brothers and sisters in Christ here at KAC are important in your life? And the second thing is, what part do you think you play as a part of the body of the church? Now, one day, a little girl called Susie was sitting with her dad around the fire, and she said, I don't want to go to church tomorrow, Dad. I want us to go and build sandcastles on the beach. Why do I have to go? I can believe in God down at the beach. I can pray to God down there. I don't want to go. And her dad picked up a pair of tongs and he picked up a red hot coal out of the fire. Hot. And he put it down on the bricks at their feet. What did you do that for? She said. Well, just watch, Susie, and see what happens. We can stay strong in our faith in Jesus for a while. And look, that coal is still red. But wait, Susie, and see what happens. And sure enough, before very long, that coal turned cold and black. And he said, we can get like that coal, Susie. And one day we wake up and we don't care about God at all anymore. God gave us his church because he's very wise and he knows that. So let's thank God this week for KAC and our church brothers and sisters here. See you soon.